Hi, my name is Alexis, and I am a speech and language pathologist. And I just want to start sharing more information with you guys on ways that you can increase your child's language at home, opportunities for creating language and encouraging your little ones to speak. And this is for your kiddos that are typically developing. You can use these techniques to move them along in their speech and communication. Or if you have a child that may be a little delayed or is seeming like they're behind, then make sure to include some of these things in y'all's daily routine and see how they get excited about communication and how it may open up more for them. So one of the toys I want to show you really quick is this Coco Melon toy. And any toys that you can buy that have a cause and effect kind of way, those are really good things to use. And so, for example, if I press this button, it will start to sing. Takes a second. So say I'm playing with a child and I press this button. And then it starts, the wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. And then I can stop it. And I'll model with the child, stop. And then you can look at the child. Do you want more? You want more music? And when you see the child is interested and wants more, then have them imitate you. More. And if the child is at a place where they can, say more or, then you reward them. Of course, they don't have to say things perfect, but when they're attempting to say the word, then you reward it and press the button. Play it again. And then again, you get through so much of the song, pause it again and let them request for more. And so if they're not able to say more, another thing that we do too in helping kiddos learn and develop their speech is we'll use the sign for more. More, so like my child was signing more and milk before she was talking. And what the research says is at 6 months, you can start teaching, you can start teaching your children signs as soon as they're born. And at 6 months, about the age of 6 months, you'll see them starting to use those signs. And so your baby could be communicating a lot more effectively as early as 6 months. But we know that they do communicate with crying as well. And so another example, say hi, Ara. I'm teaching some parents some things they can do to help their children develop language. So say markers. So say when you put things inside a bag or inside a box, it's really great because then kids will need help. So say you have a child, they're struggling to even get it open, then you could say, do you want help? We want to open. And a younger child, we would just do it for them and say the word open. So I'm modeling the word open. And as that child gets better and they want it open, then I would tell that child, say open. And when they attempt to say that, or I could say, repeat after me, open. Then because they gave that or imitated, try to say it, then you would open it. So then instead of just giving them all the colors, you could take out a couple of colors. So say, for example, I'm going to take out pink and red and then give them the option. Say, which one would you like? The pink or the red? And if they put their hand toward the red, you don't just give it to them. Again, say red. And if they're younger, you just say red, and then you can hand them the red. But if they're a little further along in their communication, you can say red, And when they attempt to say red, then you hand them the red marker. Again, you're going to hand them the marker. They're not going to be able to open it. So they're going to struggle and be like, oh, that's hard to open. And then they give it to you. Don't just open it. When they give it to you, say, oh, do you need help to open? Okay, can you say open? When they attempt, then you open it. But a lot younger child, I would just model open. I'm going to open the red marker. Open. And then I would hand it to them. So keep in mind that as they're learning, they don't have to have perfect responses in order to be rewarded. You're wanting to teach them that communication works. It's a give and it's a take. And, if they want a banana and you say banana, and they say Anna or ba, you reward that. Please don't make them have to sit there and say banana when they may not be able to say a word with so many syllables so young. I hope those are a few little tips that help you out as you're working with your child or your grandchildren or nieces and nephews. Remember, just creating opportunities for them to speak. I know that sometimes we're with our children so much, we spend a lot of time with them, and so we know what their needs and wants are, but you kind of just have to play dumb and pretend like you don't know what they need. You know, even now, I have a 2.5-year-old, and her communication is very well developed, but sometimes she'll still come up to me, you know, for example, like this. And I know she wants me to open the marker, but I'm not going to open the marker. I'll say, yes, I see that. That's a marker. It's a red marker. And she may go, I'm like, what do you need? And if she continues to just go, then I model. I say, oh, do you want help to open? You could say, please help me open the red marker. And then she'll repeat, please help me open the red marker. And then that's when I open it for her. So my kiddo does have very well developed language, but she works really hard. She's worked really hard since she was little. It's not very often that I would just give her whatever I knew that she wanted, but she was constantly having to work for the things that she wanted, and it paid off. She's able now to communicate pretty clearly her wants and needs. So keep that in mind, as you're giving your children a gift for them to be able to communicate what it is that they need. And then you also, as a parent and caregiver, kind of makes life a little easier, because you're not having, if they're sitting there frustrated over something and maybe crying or throwing a tantrum, then you can figure out a little bit more easily what it is they need as their language continues to develop. And hopefully the goal is that you do see less tantruming. If you have any questions, I'd love to answer them. I'm excited to give more and more of these videos to help you all come along in helping your babies develop their speech, or your even if they're not babies, but they're older children that may be delayed in their speech. These are some great techniques, and let me know if you use them, and let me know if they work.